Hello guys, welcome to GT Presents Tech View, another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you guys how to implement Veeam Backup and Replication with their new release appliance. So Veeam Backup and Replication. So Veeam Backup, they release version 13, and on their version 13, they have another option. They release appliance, Veeam appliance server, appliance machine. So their previous version, like 10, 11, or 12, they had only Windows. So you have to have a Windows machine, and on top of the Windows machine, you have to install their Veeam software, and also you have to have a SQL Server database. Right now, they have appliance. So for the appliance, you don't need to have any SQL Server database. That means it's using PostgreSQL, so it's inbuilt with the appliance. And appliance is more secure, more easy to manage, and also for any kind of update, it's pretty simple. But one problem is still there, because this is their first time they launch Veeam appliance, Veeam Backup appliance. So if you want to use like a proxy server to have a better performance of your backup job. So for example, you are going to run 20 jobs in one night, right? So if you run 20 jobs from the primary Veeam Backup server, your server will be slow, your job performance will be slow. So that's why, to increase the performance for the traffic shaping, like for 20 jobs, so you can have maybe like 2-3 extra proxy server. So for example, in this tutorial, I'll show you with one primary server, which one will be the appliance machine, and then I will install 2 proxy Windows box, like Windows server, and then another Windows server I will install as a gateway server. So why I need a gateway server? The gateway server will boost up your performance for storage performance. Like if you don't have Veeam Backup native, like Veeam Backup native storage, or Veeam Backup supported storage. So what is the Veeam Backup supported storage? That means if you have a data domain, Dell EMC data domain is a comparable storage for Veeam Backup. If you don't have that backup storage, if you have like different kind of storage system, like isolation storage or any other third-party storage where you can create a SMB share. So if you try to use those kind of storage system to take the backup to the storage, in that time, like you can set up the SMB share for your backup, but your performance will be slow. So to boost up the performance, backup performance, you need to have a gateway server. So I'll show you total complete solution. So what we are going to do, we are going to implement one primary server, which will be our Veeam Backup 13 appliance. No more Windows. So the primary server will be appliance machine, which is Linux. And second, I will deploy 2 proxy server. So I'll set with 10 jobs, maybe 15 jobs. So 5 jobs I'll run from the primary server, and another 5 from proxy 1, and the rest 5 will be proxy 2. If you have a more job, or it depends, you can run 10 jobs on one proxy. That can doable, but it depends on how many VMs you are running on one job. If one job is like maintaining 4 or 5 VMs, then it's not a problem. But if you have like a 30 VMs in one job and you're running 10 jobs from one proxy server, that's too much. In that case, you have to increase more proxy server. You have to increase more proxy server. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'll show you practically. Let's get started. Okay. So this is my VMware environment, and so before I start the implementation, I have to have something. Something means I need to have a Veeam software. So you just need to search on Google, say Veeam Backups, and then you'll get a link and click. So maybe you can get this page. but you can click here Veeam and you can register with them, like login. And if you don't have a login, you can sign up. So for sign up, actually you need a special email address. Like your regular Gmail account is not going to support here. They're not going to accept. So you have to have your own business email address. So only your own business email address means if you work for a company, definitely you'll have your company email address. That time you can use it. But right now, if you want to try at your home lab, you don't have it, right? So you can maybe purchase one email address. The way I did it, I know like they have only $1. They charge only $1. So you can just have an email address. And you see here, I have an email address. So I just register with my business email address, contact@Cyberia Online. I just purchase only email address and I pay them $1, $1 a month. So if it's up to you if you want. So, and then you just need to log in. So I already logged in on the Veeam account. I'm going to show you here. So after you log in, you just need to go to your, I'm going to go back. So when you logged in, after you logged in, you're going to see this page. And then click on your name and your account. And then your product. You see here, I already downloaded. That's why, and also I downloaded the license key. The trial license key is for 30 days. Yes, I have only 12 days left. So Veeam Software Appliance 13. You just click on download. And if you don't want to use the appliance, then you can go with the Veeam Backup platform, like the one we did before. So I have a complete Veeam Backup and Replication video. I think it's version 11. I'll share that. That's the complete solution. It's 3-hour video. 3-hour video is complete solution, means installation, configuration with proxy server, taking the backup, restore the backup, everything together in one video. So it's 3 hours. I know it's too much. It's a huge, like the lengthwise is too much, but it's a complete solution. So I'll share that video on this video's description box. And this is a different with version 13. So I'm going to show you with the version 13 with Appliance. I already downloaded this one, and also I downloaded the license. How you get the license? If you go to the license management, product license, trial license, you see a trial license. So Veeam Backup platform. So my expression is February 11. It's a 1,000 instance. That means 1,000 virtual or physical machine. I can have a backup. So you have to like send by email. Then they will send you the license key. So I have already downloaded everything because it takes time. So where I downloaded here on my download folder. This is my jump machine. Inside my jump machine, I downloaded. You see the Veeam Appliance 13. So how big it is? It's I think 12.8 gigabyte. It will take time to download. It's a huge. And then this is the license file. So everything I have here, I already downloaded. So now it's time to just install. I'm going to close all those windows. So I have the, now not only like you are learning how to implement the Veeam Backup Appliance, at the same time you can learn actually how to deploy OBA, any kind of OBA. It can be Veeam Backup OBA, like Appliance. Most of the Appliance file has a OBA or OBF. OBA or OBF. OBA or OBA versus OBF. So all the appliance machines has OBA, that means Open Virtual Appliance, and OBF, Open Virtual Virtualization Format. So OVA file is just one file, and OVF you can see multiple file like OBF.bmdk something. So at that time you have to, if it is a OVF, then you have to include all of them together. And if it is OBA, just only one file, OBA file, which is this one. You see at the end it says OVA.OVA. So it's appliance. So it's right now I'm showing you Veeam Backup. It's not only Veeam Backup. Any kind of appliance is come up with OVA. That means all type of required drivers, softwares, and everything included in a Linux machine. It's together, so it's customized by vendor. So at the same time, now you can learn actually how to implement OVA or OVA or OBF file. So simply same way, the way you deploy virtual machine. So right click on your cluster or right click on your ESXi host, either way, any one. So right click or specific. So I'm going to do it here. If I don't do it here, I can do it here, right? You see, deploy OVA, OVF template. So that's a template. That's from there I'm going to deploy. Or you can select the cluster and later on you can just drag and drop to the specific resource pool. So I'm going to show you from here. Deploy OVF template, okay? And then URL and local files. So I have already locally downloaded, right? So I'm just selecting local files and then upload files. And then from here, you see only one file. It has only one file, not a multiple file. If it is multiple file, then you have to select all of them together. Okay. So ahead of time, I already planned, before I start this, I already planned a lot of things, which I actually plan. So download the OBF file, which I already did. Service account, I already created a service account. You guys know already how to create a service account, right? Just a simple user account. So beam sbc@els.com, that's what I just created. And then you, so when you're gonna start the installation, that time it's gonna ask you for Beam admin, but it's a default username Beam admin. So you have to provide a password. It's I think 15 plus character. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, minimum 15 or 12 something. But you cannot repeat anything. They said it's a mixed character, like uppercase, lowercase, special character. But I tried. Like if you have like some, say for example, like you're saying, okay, password for Beam, something like that, $1 or $, it's not gonna take. Why? Because you have SS, you have EE, it's not gonna take. So that's why you have to make sure you are not repeating any single character. You cannot repeat it. So that's why I come up with this password. So this is for the demonstration. Actually, in my actual environment, I don't have this one. It's just for the demonstration. So you can do something like that. So it's going to ask you one password for Beam admin, another one is for Beam SO, that means security officer. That's the password. And also you need a shared storage path. So I have send storage where I created my if you don't have, you can just simply create in another machine. Like say for example, like if you have any other just say here any other machine, say for example my jump machine number 2. If you don't have any space, so you can go other machine, log in there, and from the so in this machine I don't have that small space, so I can add more space here. How I can add more space here? Jump machine number 2. So I can go my okay, let me open a duplicate here. Okay, I'll show you later on because right now I'm implementing the appliance. I don't want to mess up with this one. So okay, so I'm implementing now OVF template, right? So for the OVF template, you need machine name. So I have already machine name here. I come up with the machine name, which is 1 second here. So I already selected this. I'm gonna use this ELS Beam PRIM, which is primary, and S means server, primary server, and then Veeam PRX, that means proxy 01, proxy 02, and GW, that means gateway. So total 4 machines. So these 3 will be Windows, and this one will be appliance. So this is the appliance machine. Now I'm deploying. This will be the name. Ahead of time I created the machine name, and also this is the IP address which I'm going to use, 10.15.213.33. So next, you see here, now you need to have a machine name. So I already have a machine name. And then where you are going to implement, under this data center, which I already created a folder here, Veeam Backup. Next, and then I have a resource pool. I can select directly resource pool. It will go under the resource pool, or I can select any SXI. If I select resource pool, then the machine will be deployed any one of them. The cluster will decide. So it will take a little bit time. Ignore. Don't worry about this. Click next. And then where you gonna deploy in your data store? So I have a SAN storage here. If you have a SAN storage, in that case you can select a local storage if you are doing it at your home. So I have a local storage here. I can do it on a local, or I can do it. Since I have a SAN storage, I can go with the SAN. And then what kind of network you want? So actually I have to browse it. I have a multiple VLANs. So VMnet VLAN, this one, 10.15.213.0/24, which is VLAN 213. I'm using this VLAN. If you can look at here, don't worry about this one. If you don't have it, you can select just Veeam network. You see here, in your case, if you don't have it, you can just the Veeam network. That's it. It's gonna take your the main network. You have only one network, right? 192.168.1. something, right, at your home. But I have multiple because I have that kind of switch and router. That's why I am able to create a multiple VLAN, and I'm using this one. Okay, and click next. Nothing else. It's pretty straightforward. Finish. So when you click finish, you can see here, and you can like see the you can monitor the task, recent task. So import OBA package, deploy OBA template. So 2 tasks is running, and it will take time. You have to just monitor when it's done, then you can power it on, and you can go from there. So now later on we need to have storage. So I have my SAN. That's why from the SAN I created a assembly share. This is my assembly share path. That one I will configure. But in your case, how are you going to do that? So is one of your jump machine, or if you have any other machine, what you can do, just, so I'm showing in this jump machine, I'm going to add ELS management jump 02, right? So this machine I have only one drive. I'm going to add more drive. Let's add hard disk, and I'm going to add like 500 gigabyte hard disk GB. Click next. Okay, so now my jump machine number 2, edit, I have a 500, right? So on the VM level you added, but on the machine level, when you logged in, you see only one drive, right? Why? Because it's added on the virtual machine, but it's not showing here. So how you can show this one? You have to go to the like server manager, and then it's going to be loading. It will take time to load everything, and then when everything is loaded, go file and storage service and click disk. Now you're going to see this one, the one I just added, it shows offline. Right click on it, bring online, and yes. Okay, and right click on it, new volume, next, and select your storage. Okay, next, next, and even this one you can say backup or something. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. Just a name and create. Okay, so in this one, now on my Java machine, what I have on my Java machine, if you go to this computer, you're going to see the another folder, right? So in here you can say new folder, you can say Veeam Backup Storage. Veeam Backup Storage. Okay, and right click on this folder. So under this you can have maybe multiple folder, like you can say management backup. You can say application backup. But go back here, right click on this folder, go to the properties and sharing, and say advanced sharing, and check mark here, say permission, add, and in here say your service account. So Veeam SBC, but make sure this one location is ELS. If it is not, then just go and select the ELS by like your domain, not ELS, just your domain, and check. Okay, so this service, and then allow, it's a full control, apply. Okay, apply. Okay, and close. So now you have another storage. So if you go inside of this, now all of them will have the same permission. If you go here, security, you're gonna see here you should have. Why it's not showing? Let's see here. Properties, security. Oh, it's not showing here. Edit. Where's my, okay, add again. I don't know why it's not added. Just say Veeam SBC, check mark on it. Okay, it should show. I don't know why it's not showing. I'm just adding again. Allow, apply. Now it's apply, right? Okay, and okay. So recheck it again. Properties, security, name service account is showing right now, right? And if you go inside of it, go any one of them, subfolder, properties, security, see Veeam service account has permission, right? So now how are you going to get the path? So click here. Now you see what it shows. But how you can get the actual path? So the path you can get like the application backup, right? So go to the properties and say sharing, and you can get the entire machine path. So since this is the domain machine, you should actually use something like .els.com domain name. So I'll show you how you can add it, right? This is from Windows machine, and this too is coming from my SSMB share from my SAN storage. All right, so we have everything ready, and let's check back this one. Oh, it's still deploying. It's 60% done. So in the meantime, what we can do, just to save the time, I'm going to deploy 3 Windows machine. How? I have the name, right? Name is ready already. Proxy 1, Proxy 2. So I'm going to deploy it. And also, if you guys watch my the template video, how to create a template, and also I'll share that video on my description box. That's how, if you never watch it, then you can just check the description box of this video and just check out the template video. Okay, so I have the template. If I go to the template, here is template. You see the Windows Server 2022. Right click on it, then new VM from this template, and then just a machine name, and I can say Veeam Backup. I want on this folder. Next, I just organize it. If you don't know, put it like this, it's fine. It's okay, no problem. But I organize it. That's why I like to have everything organized. So Veeam Backup is dedicated folder. Next, and then I'm going to select my storage. Next, and then I can customize if I need, like add more, because the default one has only 4 CPU. If I need more CPU, then how I can do that? So I can say I need 8 CPU, and I need, say, 16 gigabyte of memory. I just increase it, nothing else. Nothing else. I have nothing else like you need to change. Oh, here I need to change, because you can keep it like VM network, but I'm going to change it because I'm gonna use my other VLAN, which is this one, VM VLAN 213. That's what I'm going to use. Nothing else. It's a template. Just finish. So one machine I deployed, and then the second machine, Windows machine, is a proxy number 2. That's what I'm going to now deploying. So right click on the what is called the template, new from this template, new machine. What should be the name of the machine? So I have the name already, right? Veeam Backup. Next, this one, also this one. Click next, and I'll do some. It's okay. I'm gonna put it on the same storage, same data store, and then I'll do some little bit customize. Instead of 4, I'm going to give 8. It's up to you. You can go like 8, 16. Depends on how many machines, how many jobs you're gonna run. And 16 or 12 is up to me or you, based on your requirement. And I'm going to change this one because I'm gonna use the IP address from my VLAN number 213, which is my this one. This one. And that's it. Next, and finish. So far I deployed 2 machines. Now the third one is my gateway, right? Gateway server. So I'm going to deploy the gateway server. Right click on the template, new from this template, the machine name, and then Veeam Backup. Okay. On the resourceful size, it's Veeam Backup. Okay. And then the storage. Okay. Next, customize. Next. So actually, I don't need to customize this one. Just leave it like this. You don't need to customize. Just say next. And if you need to customize, you can do it later on. Okay. So far, how many machines I deployed? 3. You see? gateway, proxy, and proxy 2, proxy 1, proxy 2. These three are Windows, and this one is, and check the status. So all, you see how quick it's deployed. 3 p.m. 47, 3:47 p.m. I started 23 seconds, and it's finished at 37 seconds. So that means how many? 7 and 7, 14 seconds. Within 14 seconds, I deployed a machine. Within 14 seconds. So all of the machines is now, okay. Let's see what's the status of our, just click here. So the OBA template is still deploying. It will take time. In the meantime, we can start work. We can just do the configuration of Windows machine to make it ready. So make it ready means you need to power it on, right? Power on this one, power on this one, power on this one. You see, I deployed, I don't know which ESX host I deployed. It's automatically decided by my cluster. So Veeam Proxy 02 is deployed in host number 3. And the proxy number 1 is deployed in host number 1. And the appliance machine is host number 2. And gateway server is in gateway server. Oh, it's frozen. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, everything is frozen. All right, it's come back. Okay, anyway, so now, and this one is on host number 2. It's deployed on host number 2. So I powered on all of them. So when everything is ready, one thing I make a mistake, which is thick provision lazy zeroed. You see here, when I deployed the OVF and select my disk, that time there was an option to choose thin provision. So right now, all of them is deploying as a thick provision lazy zero. So I'm just wasting my space. So careful when you deploy it. Make sure, like on the deployment time, when you select your data store where you wanna deploy this one, and on top you're gonna see use the same data store policy or something, or you can change. You have a drop down. From the drop down, just select thin provision, not thick. Okay. So anyway, let me check this machine. Okay. Task manager. Actually, it's not that much utilized. I don't know why the machine is slow. It shouldn't be that slow based on the utilization. CPU is only 11%, and memory is 38%. So, but it shows like it's slow. Okay. Gateway server on. Okay. Proxy 2 is open. Proxy 1 is open. Okay. So now I need to set up all of them, right? So first proxy 01, right? So I deployed it from the template. That's why it's showing like this. Click next. Do it later and accept, and the password. So I'm using the same password. this one. Next. Actually, the full implementation showing within 2-3 hours is really tough, because when we do like for the office, like we take a minimum 1 week to take the preparations and all the documents. You have to document it each and every steps. Okay, so I logged in. All of the machine has the latest patch because I applied the patch on my template. So I have everything here. Okay, log into the proxy one. And then log into the gateway. Okay, and let's see what's the status of our appliance. So appliance machine is 78% done. It's almost there. This, okay, yes. Okay, proxy number one, right? So it's just loaded with, so for configuration, you have to go to this one or the local server, either way. So on the template, we already fixed the time zone. We already fixed the depender firewall, remote desktop enable. Everything is already configured. Only two things we didn't do. Oh, also VMware tools is installed. Windows, I can show you here. Windows update, the latest update is already installed on my template. If you go view update history, you can see here 1/31/2026, January 31st. You see the same day. So I updated first on my template. So when I deployed a machine from template, all of my machine will have the same update. So update is applied. I don't need to do anything. I just need to change the machine name and provide the IP address. So before you change the machine name, because machine name change is required to restart, I'm going to provide the IP address. So my proxy server number one, what's the IP address I selected? The IP address is this one, right? 10.15.213.34. Just remember 213.34. Okay, double click on it, go to the properties and uncheck the IPv6 and go to the IPv4 because we are using IPv4. Select this one, then 10.15.213.34, right? Make sure, just double check 34. Okay, and then subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 because I have 24 subnet, and default gateway is 10.15.213.1, and my DNS 192.168.1. How many DNS I have? I think I have one only. It's 4. If you have alternate DNS, then put the alternate DNS, but I don't have. I just only have one. So I'm going to use 192.168.1.1, my main gateway. Or you can leave it empty. That's also fine. Okay. So now this one is configured, right? Close. IP is assigned, and then now you need to change the machine name. What is the machine name? Machine name is here, right? ELS Veeam PRX01. So ELS Veeam PRX01. Click OK. You'll ask for restart. We'll do restart. Okay, that's one. This one is done. Now the proxy number 2. So go here and then change the IP address. This one will be 35, right? Double click on it, properties. We're gonna do the same thing. Double click on it because ahead of time I already prepared everything what I need, right? So I'm just going to provide the IP address 10.15.213.35 and then 255.255.0 10.15.213.213.1 and then the DNS preferred DNS server 192.168.1.4. This is my original DNS server name, and I don't have alternative. That's why I'm just putting my main network default gateway 192.168.1.1. In your case, you can also do the same thing. If you have two, then you could provide two your DNS server IP address. And if you have only one DNS server, then first DNS server IP address, then your main, maybe in your case 192.168.0.1, something like that. Okay, and okay, and close, and then change the machine name, change, and what's the machine name? ELS Veeam PRX02, right? Okay, and okay. Start. Okay, and now the gateway server. Configure this. Same thing you have to do. Just provide an IP address. So this one is for 36, I believe, right? 36 for the gateway. Properties, disable this one, and then double click. Use the following IP 10.15.213.36, right? 36, yeah. And then 255.255.0. In here, default gateway is 10.15.213.1. And the preferred DNS, same thing. You're gonna put your DNS, right? It's a lot of configuration, I know. It's a lot of things. But whenever you do for an enterprise company, like your real environment for the company, that times you'll get a time. It's not, they're not gonna rush. So you have option. Okay, what the? .15.213, right? Why this machine is having issue? All other machine is good. Oh, 10.15.213, right? I did same thing, 10.15.213, 36, right? 36 is there. What? Okay, disable it and then re-enable it. .15.113. I don't know what happened. Let's check the other machine. The other machine is good. proxy number 2. So this one is ready, right? Proxy number 1 is ready, right? So I'm going to do the RDP on it because I'm not gonna browse this way, and because I have the IP address and everything, right? I have the machine name, I have the IP address, so I can do that now. Let's say new folder, backup, Veeam Backup, new connection. I'm just trying to do the RDP on it. So I'm going to set up the RDP. This is my proxy 1. And what is the proxy 1 IP? 10.15.213.34, right? And username is administrator. And then password is my password, right? And domain, right now this machine is not the part of domain, that's why I'm going to use the machine name. Okay, let's see now if I can log in. Yes, I'm able to log in. So then I'm going to cancel this one. So I'll do the same thing for the proxy 2. Yes, I'm going to add as a duplicate, right? Now number 2, I'm editing, and this one IP is 35, right? 35, and everything else will be same, right? And here it will be 2. Okay. So I'm able to log in, I'm able to do the RDP on. What happened? Proxy 01, what happened? $35. $34, okay. Okay. Both machines is on right now. And 10.15.213.34. So why this one is not working? The proxy 02 gateway. So gateway server, oh, sorry. The reason is here. I didn't change my network. The reason is here. Gateway edit, because I use the IP address for VLAN 213, but in here there's a different network adapter. So I have to change it to this one, right? Then it will be work. Okay. So let me do the duplicate. Okay. And here the machine name will be gateway, right? So I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the machine name here. And I'm going to change the machine name here. And the IP address is 36. So now I'm trying to do the RDP on it. So if you use the Windows built-in RDP, then you have to type RDP, and then you have to provide the IP address of your target machine, and then username, password, again and again and again. But if you have mremote-ng, then you just need to set up like this, the way I'm doing. Just double click on it. You don't need to type all the time. So I'm able to log in. Everything is working. So in this machine, actually I didn't change the machine name. I'm going to change the machine name. Change. What is the machine name? It's a gateway, right? ELS BM, ELS Beam Gateway. ELS BEAM GW. Okay. Okay. So it will be restart, and we're gonna log in again. Restart. Okay. So now proxy 01, proxy 02, both are, everything is configured, IP address is configured, machine name is changed, but only one thing is left, which is I need to add this machine with the domain. That part is left. So what I should do, from my Java machine, I'm going to my Active Directory, users and computers. So on the users and computers, you see the computer object, new appliance, new deploy, 2022 server. Okay, it's a production machine. I'm going to click it says application, so I can create a computer object ahead of time. So what computer object, and provide the name. What is the name? ELS BEAM BIM PR. What is the name? BIM BEAM PRX BEAM PRX 01. Make sure you are typing the right name. ELS BEAM PRX 01. Okay, sounds like the right one. Okay. Okay, and then the second machine, new computer object, and number 2. Okay, and then third one is new computer object, Beam GW gateway, ELS Beam gateway, right? Okay, so 3 Windows machine, 3 computer object I have created. Now it's time. Okay, let me log in. Gateway server is come back already. So go proxy 1. How you can add this machine with the domain? You guys already know, right? Just click here, change, and domain. So my domain is ELS. If you want to put your domain name, els.com. Click OK, and then you have to verify with, you can say your user account, like my user account is Saif, ADM Saif, right? You see the ADM Saif is a administrative Saif, my user. So I can say ADM SAIF. If you have a user, you can use this one, or you can use administrator. It's up to you. And then the password of my user account. If I don't know, a long time ago I created this user. If the okay, yeah, password is working. Okay, it says welcome to the ELS domain. That's good. And close and restart. Now machine number 2. Go to this one, local machine or configure local server, and then select on the like just okay, too many open. So change domain name, els.com is my domain. So if you have different domain, use the different domain name. And I have an administrative user account, ADM Saif, or you can use like the default one, which is administrator, like a domain administrator. Okay, it's added. Okay, now it's going to be restart. Okay, restart now. Now the gateway server. Okay, gateway server. Configure this local server and the machine name. and then change domain name els.com, click OK. And then your administrative user account or the domain administrator, which is administrator, and then password, either one. Okay, okay, and close and restart. So based on our requirement, like 2 proxy, 1 gateway, so the machine is prepared. All 3 Windows boxes ready. Now let's check the appliance machine. Actually, where's the appliance machine deployment? So look like deployment is done. OBA's deployment is done, completed. How long it takes? We started at 3:33. It's finished at 4:08. So it's 35 minutes. So it takes 35 minutes just for deployment. Okay. So this is the primary server, right? So I'm going to power it on, power on, which is the appliance, Linux. Open it. Veeam Backup, okay. Let's see. So now it's loading. Okay. Wait for the starting the host management service. So you have to provide the host name, IP address. We have everything ready, right? The host name is this, IP address is this. Before we deploy, we provide the host name. That one is a VMware or vCenter inventory name. And now we're going to provide the inside, and that means inside machine name, and also IP address is 33, right? Okay. All right. It says Veeam end user license agreement. You allow OK, and just use tab, 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 and accept, enter, and then host name. You see the host name, which is the actual machine name, right? So the actual machine name is ELS BEAM, Veeam, ELS BEAM PRIM, right? PRIMS, and then tab, and then on the now next is highlighted, hit enter. Okay, changing. Okay, now network, you have to configure the network. Okay, so tab, 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 static, right? We want static IP address. Hit enter, and then IP address, right? So IP address is 10.15.213.33, right? And then the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and IP gateway is 10.15.213.1, and then IPv6 we are not using. IPv6 gateway we are not using. DNS list, which is 192.168.1.4, and if you have multiple DNS, you can say comma, and then you can use another one. But I'm not going to use another one. I have only one DNS. I'm just using one. And then tab, and then apply is highlighted. Hit apply. Okay, so now you got the IP address. See, and the down it shows IP address, right? So again, tab, 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 like tab button from your keyboard. tab, next, right? Click next. The server time nis.gov by default is getting like this. We're gonna fix it on from the GUI mode, and then click. Next. Okay, now it's asking you Veeam admin. What should be the Veeam admin? So I have the Veeam admin password, which I already make it ready. So I'm going to type it here. So you can say show what I make sure I write. I type the right password. F bang nd 2h0st dollar. Okay, and next. Okay, so show QR code. So for okay, you have to have an authenticator app. What authenticator app? So it's a app like your authenticator app. Okay, so you have to have an authenticator app. Just 1 second. Okay, so the authenticator app from your phone, you can download the authenticator. Like you can search on your phone. On your phone, you can install the authenticator app. Authenticator, you can just go to your app store and download the authenticator, and then open the authenticator apps and scan it. So I'm going to now scan. Okay, the show, right? Show QR code is highlighted. I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to scan it. So on your authenticator app, you're going to see password, address, and verified ID, and then go to the verified ID all the way right side on the bottom from your phone. Actually, it's not showing. I have on my phone, and then you're going to see the scan QR code. Click scan QR code, and then scan the code. The one it shows on the screen. Okay, and then save it. It's gonna. Okay, it's already saved. Okay, I have it. Actually, it has 2 times entry. I don't know why, but anyway, either one. And also, you can have a screenshot of this one later on if you need it. That's why I'm just going to take the screenshot of it and paste it on my paint later on if I need it. You see here, just in case. Okay, so this one is done. Now I have to type here the code. So the code I have here, and then tab and OK. All right, now Click next. And then now it's asking for username Veeam SO, single sign-on. You guys remember the one you said it's going to ask you? It's a different password. It cannot be same. So now I'm going to type the other one. Okay. So I'm going to hit tab, check my like space bar. That's how it will show you. Not enter, space bar. And then you're going to see you're typing like you make sure you're not type anything wrong. You okay. Looks good. Then tab, next. Okay, so we are almost done, and then finish. So now it's working. We have to wait a little bit. All right, it's done. It's done. It's completed. So right now we will be able to log in with the IP address. So how we can log in? If we type the IP address 10.15.213.33, hit enter. You see, advance, proceed. Okay, username. Veeam admin is username, or you can type it. And then the password, the one you provided. So I have it here on my notepad. I'm just copy and paste. And I can say remember, sign in. So I logged, okay. Update. So host phone update. So right now I don't have any FQDN, right? I have to log in with the IP address, but it's not looks good. So if you want to log in with, why is warning? Okay. Click OK. Okay, license. It's asking for the license. You remember I have a license here. Just provide this license. I download this license, right? Click OK and install in the license. So this deployment is good for 1 month with that temporary license, but I have only 12 more days. And I don't want to log in with the IP address. I want to log in with their name. How I can do that? This is the appliance. This is not a Windows machine, right? So what do you have to do? Just go to your DNS server, right? Your DNS server, and then you can say Actually, I already created. You can say that, right click on it, new host, and you can say Veeam, whatever you want, Veeam PRS, whatever. So whatever the server name, right, which is this one, Veeam Proxy. No, not Veeam Proxy. Your Veeam, this name, this one. So you can just copy this one, go here, you can say this, and you can provide the IP address. That's how you can. So I already created here. I have the name, Veeam Proxy. Where is the Veeam? Oh no, sorry, this is the old one. I'm going to delete it. Delete it, and also delete it from here under 200 10.15. Where is the 10.15? This one. Okay, it's not hit there. Okay, that's fine. So how you can create it? New host a record. There's the machine name here, and then the IP address 10.15.213.33. Sorry, 33, and add host. Okay, successful. Done. So now we have the name. So you can log in with the name also. You can. So this, okay. The system require critical updates and install. Okay, go update. So also at the same time, the update open automatically another window anyway. So if you want, you can log in with the machine name now. You see, same thing. You have to just log in. That's it. Same window, right? So far we just completed the appliance installation, and also we prepared our two proxy and one gateway. But it's just everything ready now. Now you have to configure. First is manage server. You have to add all the proxy and gateway, everything here, and then you have to add the repository. You have to create the job and take the backup. A lot of stuff needs to be done, and also there is some other configuration. So I'll show you everything. It's gonna be a long video, but will be a complete package. So please don't skip it. Okay, I'll show you step by step everything. All right. So far what we did. So we deployed the primary Veeam server, which is appliance, right? And also we deployed 3 Windows machine, and 2 of them out of 3, 2 of them is proxy server, one in proxy server 2, and the other one is gateway. So we name it as a gateway, we name it as a proxy, but this one is not proxy yet. So this is just a simple Windows box, Windows machine, and also this machine is added with the domain, right? That's it. We didn't do nothing. So we name it as a proxy, but it's not proxy yet. That means we didn't do the proxy configuration yet. And also on the primary server, we have to do some other configuration. So how you can do that? So go to the Veeam Backup and Replication, which one I already like with the you can access Veeam Backup and Replication, since this is a what is called it's a web interface. So through the web interface, you are browsing, you are accessing Veeam Backup and Replication. So from this console, you have to do some configuration, because this console is coming from your appliance machine, which is your primary server, Veeam Backup primary server. So if you look at here on the left side, you have some menus, and also on the right side you have configuration. So if you go to the configuration, you can see user roles, and you can see here Veeam admin is the another. So you can add more user, domain user. So if you can integrate with the domain, then you can have a domain user here. So I'll show you step by step all of this. Right now I don't need. So what I need first, that's what I have to do it. And what is this setting for? Multi-factor authentication. If you want multi-factor authentication, then you can enable it. Credential and password. So far, how many users as the root users is created, and also the SSH credential. And License information, it shows the license, like how many instance, 1000. That means 1000 virtual machine or physical machine we can take the backup. But my license will expire within 9 days, because this is a trial version for 30 days. Update settings, so it's pretty simple to update, and I'll show you all those things later on. So if you go to the about setting, then you see the update interface, host management interface, open interface, and download the Windows based backup console. So I'm going to download this one, download Windows based backup console. Download Windows based backup console. So I'm going to download this one. That means you can use this interface, and also in any server, if you want to install multiple server, like this is a Windows based backup console. So you're gonna get the same type of console like the one we used before in version 12 or version 11 as a Windows based Veeam backup. So you're gonna get the same thing here, because in this is very new. Appliance interface is not that much flexible right now because it's not complete. This is their first release, so that's why they keep like appliance side configuration, and also they have the Windows based one also console. So just download this, click here and click OK. Okay, start downloading. How big it is? 1.5 gigabyte. So it's downloading right now. Actually, I have one already downloaded. That's why it's in the parentheses in one, the second copy. Okay, and host management. If you go to the host management, it will open another window, and then it will ask you something. Maybe it's not asking me because, okay, username and password, I have to re-log in again. Okay, so my password, my username, so username first, right? Copy and username, and then my password, put it here, the password, sign in, and multi-factor authentication. That means it's asking me, like, you remember to the authenticator, I installed the authenticator in my phone, and authenticator, and also I scan a QR code, remember, on the beginning when you install. So now I need to open my phone. You see my phone, the authenticator app. So I just open my phone authenticator app, and there is a code, so I have to put this code here. All right. All right, so remote access, SSH, if you need to enable, you can do the enable. User and roles, you can see the Veeam admin, Veeam SSO, and update. If you do the update, you can do update from here. So check the update, it will check the update for you, and you can install it from here. And time, so I didn't fix the times. Click here and go all the way down to US Pacific, US Eastern. So I'm in Eastern zone, right? And say update. So now the time zone is updated. It's 1:13 a.m. and 1:13 a.m. 1:13 a.m. So its time is matching right now. Okay. And if you time.nist.gov is using NIST time, NTP time. So if you have your company, any like your company customized one, you can add that time server name here. All right, so I don't have that much here. Let's go back here. Okay, look like it's already downloaded. So I can install on my Jam machine. This is my Jam machine. So any machine you can install it. So I'm going to install on my Jam machine, so I can get everything from one machine, right? So I have already downloaded here, you see. So I just need to install it. Right click on it. You can say run as administrator. I'm in my Jam machine right now, and I downloaded on my Jam machine. So it's easier for me. So I can install this console. It's taking time. In the meantime, you can look at here. Exit configuration, and then backup repository manager, manage server. Okay, so the managed server, first thing is we have to add all of our proxy. How many proxy you have, it doesn't matter. You have to add it here as a managed server. Plus you get to a server, you have to add it here. But now the question is how you can authenticate, it, right? So the create Veeam deployment kit. So you can authenticate your server through service account, or there is the options for create a Veeam deployment kit. Download this one. I have created a deployment kit toolkit to add a managed server. So I have to install the deployment kits to my target server, which is my proxy 1, proxy 2, and gateway server. I have to run, extract the zip file for the deployment kits, and also which is in here, which I just downloaded under my download folder. You see here, Veeam deployment kit. So I have to extract it, and then I have to copy these files to all of the proxy 1, proxy 2, and gateway server, and I have to run this deployment toolkit. So if I run as a administrator, this is a batch file, it will be run, and then it's done. And then I can add a managed server from here, or also I can do it from Windows based deployment. Sorry, Windows based Veeam Backup Console, which is like as the version 11 and 12, right? The legacy version, right? So how I can go there and how I can install it. So like if you go to the configuration tab and then go to the about, click on about, and then you can see here download Windows based backup console. Just click here, download Windows based backup console, which I already downloaded. If I can show you here, download, yeah, this one. So this one, see, I downloaded twice. So download this one and then move it to your Jam machine. So I logged into the Appliance interface. I logged into the Appliance interface from my Jam machine. That's why I downloaded on my Jam machine, and you just need to install it. So how you can install it? Just right click on it and then say run as administrator, and then it will be run and start instructions, which I'm going to show you right now. So it's extracting the file and it will install to my control panel. So you can just monitor from the control panel actually which component is installing. So later on you're gonna see like a lot of Veeam Backup component here. All right, so seems like it's doing something. It's not showing here yet. All right, so this is license agreement, accept the system configuration check. So this is the previous Windows-based Veeam Backup and Application Console type. So you can have this one on your Jam machine, and you can install this one in multiple machines. So if there is any missing feature, so that's this checking will enabling all the missing features. All right, so it says ready to install, and it's installing on the C program files Veeam backup and application, right? So install. Total 4 step. The first step is running, installing Veeam Backup and Replication Console. So this one, for the total complete installation process, would take maybe around 15 to 20 minutes. All right, so installation is done, it's finished. Now you can open this one anytime. And if you look at here, maybe see a lot of service installed. Okay, anyway, so I got the local host. You can put it here, the IP address, the backup, yes, specify backup server. So the tools is installed here. Now you need to specify the backup server. So you have a name of the backup server, right? So you can use actually FQDN or the IP address, either one. So I'm going to use FQDN. Connect. Untrusted certificate. That's okay. Let's see view certificate. That's fine. So yes, trust this server. Now username and password. So you know the username, right? You can just put it here. Then the password. Backup console update is required. Okay, update. So in the meantime, I'm going to check something else, and I'm going to pause my video. It's uploading, updating now. It's downloading. So this step number 3 is running. Downloading updates 15%, 70% complete. So I'm going to pause again, and whenever it's done, then I'll come back. All right. So the updating is done. I connect again, and you need to have your password ready and username ready. So I have I know this is the user one, and then what happened? Okay, it's loading, and it says exactly 10 days now from now because I downloaded this software, I think 20 days ago. That's why. So when you download the software and also the license you downloaded, like trial one, so they're gonna count the date from the day you downloaded. All right, so this interface is look like our old one, right? Everything looks same. All right, so I'm gonna use this one plus I'm gonna use this one too, right? So now I need to add the managed server, right? So you can add like our getter server and proxy server, everything you have to add as a managed server. So when you want to add the getter server or proxy server here, you have to authenticate through a service account or through create like a deployment kit. So I already downloaded the deployment kit, which is here. You see here, to using certificate-based authentication. Where are you going to install it? The target machine, which one you are connecting. So that means the software I download here is not not going to run here. You have to run it from where? Each and every individual machine, which one you are going to add it. So I'm going to add getter server, proxy server 1 and 2, right? So all 3 machines I need to install deployment kit. So how I can do that? So the deployment kit is here, right? The deployment kit is here. I download it on my Jam machine. Just copy this one and go to the getter server. Why it's not coming up? Okay, Veeam SBC, Veeam. Okay, you don't need to have as a Veeam SBC. Just log in as administrator. ADMINIS TO administrator. Okay, now see. So I'm going to copy from here because I downloaded here, right? So just copy from here. So you can directly download like this, or you can just put it on the local share, software, download, copy. So on the share folder, you can put it like on the share folder, or you see it's copied very quickly. All the files is here, right? Or what you can do, if you don't have any share file or share storage like this, what you can do, you can just copy, like completely copy from my jump machine to, now I'm going to go this machine, and maybe paste it here. It will take a little bit time, but it's okay. Either way you can do that, right? And right click on it, open. Okay, so this one, which one is batch file? This is the batch file. So run as administrator, installing OpenSSL Prep, okay. So Veeam installer service, okay. So same thing I have to do. Okay, it's done. This machine is done. So I have to do for all like proxy machine also. And run the batch file. Okay, it's running. This one is running. This one is running, and this one is done, right? So since this one is done, I can start work with this one. So go back here. Oh no, sorry, on my this one, right? So I'm from the browser. So connect. See, now it's look like it's working because the development kit already installed to the gateway server. Like the batch file is already ran. So okay, so it's found it. Now dev data domain library, okay, will install gas, okay, next. Copy to clipboard, general server name this, and description this, username this, okay, finish. And then after it's done, then what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the next one. So this machines is already done, right? Copy, you can now delete it if you want to keep it, or delete it, okay. And then here, this one is also done. You can just simply delete it, or you can keep it. It's up to you. Go back here. Let's see. Okay, it says running, installing package Veeam data mover service. So right now we are adding gateway server, right? So if you have a gateway server, then it will help you to, like when you connect the storage or repository, it will help you to boost up your repository. So for the repository, actually you need a share SMB share path. So okay, this one is done. Okay, so now our gateway server is added, right, through the deployment kit. So gateway server is added here. Now we're gonna do the repository. Okay, add a repository. So repository, don't use it from here. Go to the Windows one, Windows based Windows based Veeam Backup Replication console, and go to the inventory here, or home. Okay, job, inventory, backup infrastructure, backup proxy, backup repositories here, you see. So right click on it, add a backup repository, and now direct attach, network attach storage. So we're gonna go for the network. So I'm going to explain actually all of them. So direct attach storage. So if you have like Microsoft Windows or Linux server, if you have and directly attached to some data store on the as an eDrive or DDrive, then you can connect direct attach storage. Network attached storage is your NAS storage or SAN storage or ISON storage. If you have a SMB share, then you can go with this one. Deduplicating storage appliances. which is Dell Data Domain, Exagrid, Fujitsu, like some HP Store One. So there is a lot of storage and from different vendor. So especially Dell Data Domain is Dell EMC Data Domain storage system, especially work for Veeam Backup. So in that case, you don't need to have any kind of gateway server. And object storage, on-prem object storage system or cloud object storage, if you want to use cloud, any kind of like say Amazon Cloud or AWS Cloud or Google Cloud, then you can go with this one. But we are going to use share path, share storage, so network storage, and then NAS storage or SMB. We are going to use SMB, which is SMB CIFS. Okay, now the backup repository name. So the backup repository name I can say, let me show you. So in the if I log into this one, okay, in this one actually on the shares I have a SAN storage. On the SAN storage I created a SMB share, and on the SMB share I actually allowed service account and also the administrator account as a read write. That's why I'm able to browse it. So ELS data application. So I think I showed you guys, like if you don't have this kind of things, then from the, you remember, if you guys can remember here, I shows Veeam Backup Storage. So you can also use this one as a, so this one also, so let's do this one first. I'm not going to use it, but for you guys, I'm just showing. So I added extra drive in one of my jump machine, and I create a folder and I provide permissions to with my service account, right? If you look at here, go back here, properties, security, and you see the Veeam service account, it has a access, right? So if you go inside of it, now I have two folder, right? Application backup or management backup. Let's say management backup. So this one coming from my one of the machine. It's not a like storage system. It's not coming from the storage system as a SMB. So this is coming from a Windows server, right? Okay, so in here I can say management backup, local server or something, whatever. It's up to you how you're gonna name it. And then click next and share folder. Now you need to put the share folder path, which is this one, right? So if you go management or sorry, management and right click on it, go to the properties and then sharing, then you're gonna see the path is here. You have the full path, right? So go here and you can say this. Okay, it's connected. It says 500 gigabyte is found, right? On this drive, if you look at here, on the drive, you see 500 gigabyte, 499. That's what is found. So it shows, right? And you can just say next and mount server. Where are you going to mount it? So we can say gateway server. You see here, our gateway server is here. So through the gateway server will help. We are mounting here. This storage is on my jump machine number 2, but ELS gateway will speed up the the communication, like whenever you run any job, so the file will be saved to the my jump machine number 2's local storage, but entire communication will be done through your gateway server. So gateway server boost up the performance. So we'll install this, the following blah blah blah. Okay, apply. So I'm going to install multiple things, right? Multiple storage, and also I have a storage like this one, which is my actual SMB. So my actual SMB is here. If I log in here, okay, I have ELS application, ELS database, ELS management. Now I'm going to add this one. How it look like? Okay, after this one is done, okay, it's almost done. Almost done. Installing package mount service. All right, so it shows this install a lot of things. Oh my goodness, you see here? So this is backup repository has been saved successfully. Click next and finish. The change scription backup location on the newly created repository, yes. So now I have added SMB share, right? So this is actually locally on my this one. I actually set up this one. So if I select this repository, then all the files coming here. But actually, I'm going to add my SAN storage SMB share. Right click on it, add a repository, network attach, SMB share, and I can say ELS underscore management or something, whatever. The name doesn't matter. You can, if it's up to you. Okay, now I need the exactly share path, which is like I can get it from here. You see, right click on it, properties. Sorry, here, right? Oh no, Veeam Backup Storage. And then slash management. Who's gonna put it as slash management? Actually, it should be this one. Veeam Backup. Like if you go management and double click here, this would be your actually path. So I'm going to use this one here. And gateway server. Choose which one will be the gateway server. So I want my dedicated, this one is as a gateway server, okay. The network path was not found, okay. The network path was not found. This shouldn't be like this. ELSness, okay. ELSness, how I'm able to access it here? How about only up to here? Let's try with this one. Okay, let's say use the whole thing, and then say it's required to have a authentication. Add account or manage account. Is there? Okay, so let's say because our service account has the permission, right? So I can give the permission to my service account. I can say add username is my service account and the password of my service account, right? It should work now. Okay. This path is okay. Let me see actually. So this is my NAS storage interface. Okay, so my share folder, this is the Veeam Backup, and edit option, go to the permission, user, domain user, and then you see the Veeam Backup, go all the way down, BEEAM, Veeam SBC. This one has a read and write, plus advanced, and go here, advanced share permissions, domain user, and Veeam service, Veeam BEEAM SBC, right? BEAM SBC. It's exactly same thing I have. So I don't know why it's making issue. So this one I can just say edit. Instead of doing like this, let's say ELS slash Veeam SBC password. This share required access credential. Yes, Kerberos domain account with access permission to the file share or fqdn slash user at fqdn. How about let me try with the administrator. Add administrator at els.com, password. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't able to. I'm able to browse it, right? Okay, anyway, so I'm trying to, actually this is the way you can add the SMB share, but I don't know my SAN SMB is why it's not using, so I can show you guys later on. But anyway, at least one storage I am able to add it here, right? So if you go back here, you see the management backup local server SMB is added, right? And now you need to add the other like a proxy server, right? So but if you go here, add a proxy, you cannot do it here from here, right? So how you can do that? So you have to first add here as a managed server. So add server is a Microsoft, and then your proxy one, right? So proxy, so add here proxy 01.els.com, copy, and then select with this one, next, like with the deployment kit, right? So deployment kit is already, I already ran it, so that's easy, it's found, finish, and now it's trying to starting infrastructure item update process. Okay, sounds good. Installing package Veeam data mover service. Okay, so proxy one is almost added. All right, it's successful. Okay, now the second one, add my Microsoft Windows. Then the second one is proxy 02, right? Next, connecting with deployment kit, because I already deployed the deployment kits on the proxy server 2, right? I ran the batch file, that's it. Okay, next, finish. Now it's gonna start installing. So 4 or 5 minutes you have to wait here, more or less than that, right? All right, so this one is done. So far I added total 3 managed server, and this one is gateway and this one is These two are proxy, but this one is not. These two are not added yet as a proxy. So proxy server, add a proxy. Still, you don't have options from here, so you can go with the Windows one, like Windows based console. So you see here Veeam Backup Proxy. Right click on it, add a proxy. General purpose backup proxy and CDP proxy. Both way you can do it. So proxy number one, I added a CDP proxy. Now this one I'm adding as a general proxy. So actually for CDP proxy, you need a secondary drive like the one I just created. But for this one, you don't need. Next. Okay. Actually, the second one, which is proxy number two. Next. Apply. So we are almost done. Now, if you go back to this console, you're gonna see here backup repository. You have one repository. You have proxy. Proxy is not showing here. What the? Oh, so proxy you can select from here too. You can. I'm doing from here, right? So same thing. You can do it from this console. Automatic selection, transport mode, connection data stored, everything is automatic. You don't need to change it. This is your automatic selection. Okay. So actually proxy, yeah, you can like first you have to add as a manage server and then go to proxy, add a proxy, VMware proxy, then select proxy number one, next, and finish. Okay. So now it's showing here. Add a proxy, VMware, then two, next, next. So don't go for the proxy. Just first add as a managed server, then go to the proxy here. Don't go with the Windows one. The one I shows here. You can go with this one, but you don't need to. You can go with this one. Okay, so I have both proxy. All right. So far we understand that if we want to add a proxy to boost up the backup job performance, like you can distribute the workload, you can distribute the job to different different proxy server, right? So that's why we build and we added already. You guys already saw it, like how I add this one, proxy 01 and proxy 02. So these two machine is Windows machine and also the gateway server. So since this is the 2020 like version number 13, so version number 13 you have more options. Like more option means you can completely avoid Windows machine. So you already know the primary server, which is the our like which the ELS VM primes PRIMS primary, which is appliance, right? So with the primary machine, with the appliance machine, we added three Windows machine as two as a proxy and one is gateway, right? So you can do the same thing with the Linux machine. You can deploy any Linux, say for example Ubuntu Linux. So how you can do the Ubuntu Linux? So for the Ubuntu Linux, actually what you can do, just one second, let me see. I think I have some video for Ubuntu Linux, how you can deploy the Ubuntu Linux. Oh, sorry. Okay, how to install and configure Ubuntu server, right? So this is one of the my video, and I'll put this video link. Sorry, it's not uploaded here. Okay. Okay, how to install and configure Ubuntu server on VMware Linux server, like that means as a VMware virtual machine. So this is a complete video for deploying a Linux virtual machine. So I'll put this one on my description box. So if you want, like I already show you how you can add a Windows machine as a proxy, but if you want, you can install a Linux machine as a proxy, and I'm going to show you right now. So in my environment right now, I don't have any proxy server installed, but on my vCenter I have this is the JAVX, like a JAVX monitoring tools, but this is also Linux. So I just want to show you how you can add any Linux whenever you have. If now if I want to use this one as a proxy, so I can do like the IP address or FQDN of this machine, and then I can add it as the way we added here, as a managed server. So managed server, how we added, I already described to the deployment kits. We install these deployment kits, like it's inside the kit. It's a what is called zip file. You have to unzip it, and then there is a batch file. You have to run that batch file to the Windows machine, and then you can go and add a server, and the next. You can do it from here, or you can do it for the Windows, the Veeam Backup Replication Windows console, right? You can do it from here too. Right click and add a server, and next. You can do it like this. The provide the right. So now I'm showing you how you can do the Linux machine. So after you're done with the Linux machine installation and configuration of the IP address, just go right click on the Linux and add a server, and then DNS name or IP address. DNS name is like FQDN of the server or the IP address. So in my this video, like in my this virtual machine, JAVX machine, I don't have the FQDN. That's why I'm just using the IP address. So I'm trying to add this machine as a proxy. So apply, like just provide the IP address, next, and then you have to it will be established the connection through the SSH. So you have to go to the manage option, and also you have to provide like say add another one, and you can say SSH credential, and you're gonna have to provide the username, which is root or whatever. Most of the Linux machine is root, right? So you can say root, and then password is your password, whatever the password is, and then you can have some description like what kind of machine is this. Is proxy 01 or proxy 02 or proxy 03. So you can have this description here, and then click OK. So I have already added this here for the JAVX machine. I said OK, and then click next. Now it's going to be it's getting a like a SSH key. You can suggest simply yes for the trust, and it will be try to install some tools inside. So it says OpenSSL3 package will be installed, install service will be installed, Veeam data service will be installed. So it will be automatically installed inside of the Linux machine. You don't need to be worried. It will be done through your Veeam Backup application. Apply, and now it's applying. So now it's installing inside your Linux machine. That's what it's doing. So that's very straightforward. Like if you want Linux machine performance is better performance with better security, right? Instead of having the Windows. And if you deploy the Ubuntu Linux, you don't need to pay for the license, and also you can save money, and also Linux machine is like work faster than the Windows machine. So Windows machine problem is you have to pay for the Windows license, right? How many cores you are using, right? So there's a lot of things you have to consider. So this is the way you can have your this is the way. All right, it's already trying to install everything. It will take a few minutes, it says, so we have to wait a few minutes. It's already installed a lot of stuff. Actually, I didn't apply any Linux update in this machine long time. So I should apply the updates first and then go for this. So whenever you install and configure the Ubuntu Linux or anything, and then right after you're done with the installation and configuration, then please run the update. Apply the latest update, latest patch, right? So this is a Linux servers saved successfully. Okay, click next. So it's already installed everything and then finish. All right. Okay, come back here. You see here? This, so I added as a IP address, that's why it's not looks good, right? So if you have a DNS name or like a machine name with a like domain, so it's like your machine name with domain name which is els.com, then it will looks good, right? And also you can have a provide the name like els proxy 030405 like this, right? So then it's more will be more make sense, like okay, machine name wise it's a proxy server. Right now it's the IP address. Maybe after 2 months you're going to be confused. Okay, what this machine for, right? So that's why using the like machine name is better. So now I can use this one for any kind of job. Like say I'm going to show you, like if I create any job, I'm just a simple. I'm not actually doing anything. Just trying to show you add proc. Oh, sorry, not add proxy. This proxy machine is already added, right? If you go here, oh sorry, the proxy is not added yet. You have to add it as a proxy, right? So you can add it from here, or like VMware proxy is here. Now it's showing, right? So you can add this one and click next. Finish. Now actually we add machine as a managed server, because if you want to add any server as a proxy, first you have to add as a managed server, then you need to add as a proxy. So the previously what we did so far, we add the machine as a managed server. Now we are adding as a proxy. All right, so it's done, right? So now under the proxy it shows I have this one. Also from the Windows console, if I go here and if you go inventory and backup, okay, proxy, where's the proxy? Yeah, here's the proxy, right? Now you see this one showing as a proxy. So you can add it from here, or you can add it from here, the way I did it. But my recommendation is to add it as a not IP address, add it as a FQDN, then it will be look good, right? You will understand clearly. Now if you want to set up a job from, you can do a job here, or you can do a job from here, right? So backup job. So if I go home and then if I want to create a backup job, right click on it, backup, and then virtual machine backup job, and then you can say, okay, you can say like test backup job or something, whatever. I'm not actually doing the backup job, I'm just showing you how you can select on the backup job, how you're gonna select that. So let's say for example ELS management, and then you can say JAVX or something, or any other machine, it doesn't matter, right? So click next. This is the place you have to select the proxy, how you're going to utilize the Linux machine as a proxy. So you can say choose from here, auto selection, okay, and also from here you can say okay, this one. So right now when I run this job, and that time the job will use this machine's CPU and memory, because this machine is selected as a, this is the candidate, like the selected candidate for the backup proxy, right? So click next. So I'm not showing anything else because everything else I already showed you guys. So just follow that like that step, apply and finish, or you can say run the job when I click finish. You can do both. So when you have a check mark, that means it's going to start after you finish, it's going to start taking the backup. So you see here, now it's taking the backup and it's using which machine's CPU and memory. It's using my this one JAVX machines, because this one is now acting as a proxy. So that's what I tried to show you, nothing else. So it's up to you. You want to add proxy server as a Windows server or Linux server. And I believe I explained. I believe you guys understand, right? So thank you. Thanks for watching. Please, if you are new in my channel, please give a big thumbs up, and also subscribe my channel. And I believe it's helped you, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So next part এটা আগে আসবে, ঠিক আছে? এটা আগে চলে আসবে, which is hello guys, welcome to EasyTV presents TechView, another tutorial. In this tutorial I'll show you in a Veeam backup server how you can add a proxy. And also in my I have two videos, right? One is for version 11 and one is version 13. So on the version 13 I shows like how you can do it in a Windows machine. Plus I also shows a Linux machine, but this video is specifically for Linux, like how you can use only Linux machine as a proxy. So right now in the version 13, the primary server is the appliance, which is Linux, obviously, and as a proxy also how you can add as a Linux. That's what I'm going to show you in this video. So let's get started. All right, so now all right, so we have everything, and I already show you guys how you can take a backup, and I have already backup with this one. You see here, one backup job is running, another backup job here is which is already done. So now I'm going to show you actually how you can restore it, right? So restore operation is nothing, just right click on it and say instant disk recovery, instant recovery. Instant recovery means is instantly recovered. Like on the user side, user will be able to see it as a production, everybody can use it, but on the back end actually it will be start work like so after whenever it's available for production use, but the storage actually is still running from the backup storage. So in that case you have to migrate the storage from backup storage to the your SAN storage, right? So that will take time, and that's called a instance recovery. And so I'm just show you the sample like how you can restore it, right? So restore entire VM. Also you can do restore virtual disk wise, is up to you, and VMware or Nutanix or any other environment, right? So just select it, go to the points, how many points you have, it's up to you. You can want this one, or you can this one, or you can want this one, it's up to you. So if you go to incremental, then say go with the incremental next, and if you want to restore it on the original location, it can go the original location or the time it was taking the backup. So if the VMs is sitting on host number 3 when you take the backup, so now original location is host number 3 is the original location. Maybe the machine right now is not on the host number 3, but when you take the backup, that time machine was originally on host number 3. That means original location means it will go to host number 3. That's what it means. And the second option is, if you want, you can restore it to the different location. Click next, select, and then next, and then select, and then next. So in here you can change the host, select from here, and you can say different host. You can say, okay, I want host number 1 instead of 2, and then it's changed, right? Click next, and then manage here. If you want to change the resource pool, you can change the resource pool. It's up to you. Okay, and then you can say it's going to be changed. You see, click next, and then disk drive. If you want to change the disk drive, you can select here, and also you can select here, and then data store, and you can expand it here. So it will show you the local data store and the attached send data store with this host. It will show all of them together. So it's up to you which one you want to select, right? And always it takes a little bit time to pop up all the storage. It shouldn't take that long, but yes, I don't know why. So it's actually scanning all the drives. Yeah, okay. So it will show you VMware encrypted policy and default policy. So go with the default policy, and you see 3 local disk, and also I have NAS storage attached, and also have 2 SAN storage. This is up to you which one you want. So if you can say this one, it will go this one, right? You see it's changed. If it is not changing individually, you can go like the data store and then blah blah blah, like this way. You can change it. You can click next, and now the folder, which folder you want. If you can go, and if you want to change the folder, click here and change the folder SLB management to SLB template or SharePoint. It's up to you. And then uncheck this one, click next. And network in here, this is the source, and this is the destination. If you want to change the destination, you can say network, and then ELS, and then look at which one is available. You can say maybe this one, BA master or BA master, NY master, BA GMT or BMnet, whatever you want, right? You can change it and click next, next, and then next, and then apply. So that's it. That's how it will be start taking the backup. Sorry, restore. So I already show you guys how to. So in this video, it's a complete video, like from beginning to end. Installation, configuration, configure the proxy, configure manage server, configure proxy server, configure the repository, storage repository, configure the backup job, and also from the backup how you can restore. And also there is a lot more things I need to show you. One thing I'm going to show you very quickly. So in the job, like any one of the job, if you can select, like say for example here. So before you do anything, like you want to send the notification, right? How you can get the notification the job is successfully done or not done, right? So email configuration, SMTP configuration, how you can do that. I have a video here. So this is the Linux video and how to install configure Ubuntu. This one is okay. 5 simple SMTP tricks to boost your email alert now. So if you can watch this video, you'll be able to learn actually how to do that. So in this video, I shows step by step how you can get it. So I will put this video on my description box. Then you want to see, like I created. I shows from this like beginning on the Verbo. I open a ticket. Sorry, I register with them, and I use their free account, and that's how I have all the informations. And then on the you see Veeam Backup and Replication. If you go to the 3 dot, then go to the options, and then email settings, and put it all the information here, and then you'll be able to. So you can generate a master key and copy the master key from here, and then you can generate multiple master key here, and then put it on there, and that's how you'll be able to. And so I'm just going to show you a sample. Like I'm getting all the notification. So the email I logged in, not this one. I think this one, right? Okay, this one. No, not this one. This one. I think this one. Okay, successful. It will give you the successful job. Restore. Actually, this one I canceled. That's why it's failed. You see here, successful job when it's taking the backup is sending to my Gmail account. So I explain it on my video, on this video. So if you want to learn actually how you can do it for your home lab, you can do the same thing. Or if you want to configure it for your company, definitely your company has your own SMTP server, so you can just follow this one. And also, what else I can show you? Simple this one. Yeah, I think that's all. So here's another video, my Veeam Backup and Replication beginner to advanced. This is a big video for 3 hours, but it's a version 11. So version 13 is different, is the installation, right? Which I already show you guys on this in this video. But after this, installation and configuration is done. Like you have managed server, you have proxy server, you have repository, you have backup job configured. But after that, when you start the backup, how you're gonna restore, and then other lot more stuffs I explain here in this video, how you can restore. So you can watch this video and then you can learn from this video. So I also put this video link on my description box. Yeah, that's all. And thanks for watching my video. And if you think this video is helpful for you, please give a big thumbs up and also make some comments. Your comments encourage me a lot. And also, if you're new in my video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.